Hello everyone, another day, and what we up to? Yeah, I'm ducking between the weather, bit here and a bit there. Does every video have to start with a shot of my Royal Enfield? It's beginning to look that way, isn't it? Right, what was we doing? We was taking this engine apart, weren't we? And we're still as far as we've got. So we need to clean these cases up. I've had the old brushes and what do you call it, degreaser, but some of this stuff is really hard to get at. What I think I'm going to do, I've not used it for a little while, but in my other shed I've got a big petrol pressure washer. It's probably been a couple of years since I fired it up, 18 months or so, but hopefully it'll start. And I'm hoping, because it's a fairly powerful old beast, that we're going to be able to blast away crap like that. So probably not going to paint these cases, not as cases. I may if the engine runs, maybe I'll run a coat of paint on it as a complete engine. What else? Something I want to try on this with regards to the starter. Now I've had where's it gone? So I'm looking at my phone. Don't panic. YouTube, where the fuck's YouTube? My granddaughter's been at my phone again, moving all my icons about. There's that, and videos. You think I know how to use this by now, wouldn't you? I don't. Comments. Right. Go away. Don't want to listen to you. Anyway, look. Apologies, I forgot your name. I think it was something Hunter. I can't find it at the minute, but he's come up with. He's commented on the fact, Mr. Hunter, I'll call you. Apologies for not being able to find your post. He's come up with a suggestion as to why the starter button doesn't work, and it's something I suspected, and he's kind of got a good point. I've got no neutral light, and he thinks the problems are connected. If I get the neutral light working, maybe my starter will come back. Now the neutral is connected down there, so it's not the fact that I've not connected it. It's probably the fact that it may be a dodgy neutral switch. So a bit later on I may change that over and just see if that starter comes back. Still got no spark, so it's kind of irrelevant. But anyway, for the time being I'm going to dig my pressure washer out and see if I can see if it will start, and see if we can clean them cases up. There it is. I've connected a water supply to it, because you can't start these things without a water supply. Did I actually turn the tap on? It'd be pointless connecting the fucking water without actually turning the tap on, wouldn't it? Right, water. Don't know if the petrol's going to be any good in it, to be honest, but we'll give it a go. Just before I do, isn't it amazing how you buy things and forget about them? Who remembers this Tamaretti? Another abandoned project. Yeah, there it is. We'll get back to that one day, but that's probably, oh, I don't know, 2 years. There's videos on my channel about it, but probably not touched the fucking thing for 2 years. In fact, I don't think I've ever had it running. Anyway, let's see if this beastie will start. Who knows? No, I won't. It's not even trying. hardly surprising. It's not been run for bloody ages. Right, I'm going to fuck about with that off camera, see if I can get it to go. All sorted. It was a clogged fuel line, and I have also put some fresh petrol in it because I think the stuff in it was a bit old and manky. That's still in there. I'll just put some fresh in with it. Hopefully that will pull that through and be fine. But anyway, she starts now. Let's get these washed. She's got some power. Right, I'll turn the camera off and get on with that. Look at that. While I had the pressure washer out, I've done my patio. That's come up really well. Anyway, that aside, I've cleaned up my I've cleaned up these cases. Let's get some lights on, shall we? Let's see what the fuck we're doing. And that one as well. Right, so I've pressure washed that case and got most of the worst of the shite off. It's my intention, if at all possible, to simply lift out the pieces of this engine and drop them in there with minimal what do we call it, minimal dismantling. So let me just set up the camera. I think I'll probably put the shell bearings out of this case into that one as well. Then these things are riding in the same shell case then, aren't they? Give it a fighting chance. Right, let me just get this camera up on a tripod and we'll start. Okay, right, let's tilt you down a bit. There we go. It's the best a shot as I can get you. Quite sure how this is going to go, but let's pop that one out first because that looks to be the easiest. I think that is called, if I'm not mistaken, a counterbalance shaft. I'm sure someone will tell me if I'm wrong. And then it's got the water pump drive on the end of it. So we will pop out those shell bearings, and I'm going to clean everything thoroughly just to make sure there's no debris. Get on. I really ought to get some oil, hadn't I? There we go, that's on. And to the side, into that one. Hang on a minute. That's different. That's weird. Hang on, I'll show you. I've got this. Yeah, it is. I've spotted a difference. Well, hey, it's not much of a difference, and it probably don't make no difference. It's not much of a difference that makes no difference. Does that make sense? Right. Let me get you down here if I can. Yeah, I can't get you in a good position, but what I'm going to try and show you is this. It'd probably be better just to pick the damn camera up, wouldn't it? And then I can show you what the issue is. So I've taken out this shell bearing here. Oh, there you go. Now, as you can see, it's got like a little indent in it. There. Which locates there. Now if we go over to this other case, which is here, you'll see it's got the same little indent, but it's on the complete opposite side. And the reason I said it didn't matter, I mean that won't go in the same way, but oh, it does matter, doesn't it? It does matter because, yeah, that isn't going to fit. Because as you can see there, the indent is on the opposite side. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because it means this is going to come to a grinding halt unless I've got... I do have some other shell bearings here, but not that particular small one. I've only got them big buggers. Ah, that's what a pain in the ass. That's just gonna stop me in my tracks. Or at least I can't put the counterbalance shaft in anyway. I might be able to drop the rest of the shite in it. Interesting. I wonder why they'd do that. Someone at the factory thought we need to move that indent over to the other side. Weird. Okay. Right, let's see what we're going to do next. Right then, I think we probably got to purchase a new counterbalance shaft shell bearing. Whether that can be purchased on its own is anybody's guess. But I'm just having a look at this main crankshaft, and there is no play at all. There's a little bit of sideways, very little bit of sideways in both of them, but I don't think that's an issue. Now the question is, how does it come out? I know it'll just lift out, but I've got it attached to this big drive chain going to the clutch basket. So I don't think is it possible just to... No, I think I've got... Let me take that clutch basket off. So we're going to keep these attachments in the same order. I could move the camera around and show you, but I'm just taking nuts and shit off. Yeah. Can that come off? I'm sure there's a proper way of doing this. You guys all probably screaming at me that I'm doing it wrong, but I'm trying to... Oh, there you go, there's another one. I'm trying to disconnect this chain, this big fuck off chain here, from the crankshaft. Without having to split the chain. I'm sure that is possible. off. Hey up. Fucking metallic sounds. I don't like metallic sounds. There was something clattered down then. So I'm going to try and lift out the crankshaft and the clutch as one piece. But no, there's just not quite enough room. So maybe, how'd you do this? Now I could do it the easy way and look at the manual, find the proper way of doing it, but what's the fun in that? I'm guessing that I've probably got to pull one of these sprockets off. Ah! You fool! What are you doing, you fool? Still, it's a hell of a chain. That'd make a wicked bracelet thing. Right, instead of wrecking something, I am going to go away and have a read of the manual, see what the proper way of doing it is. I think I'll have a quick look at shell bearings as well, because obviously there must be two different types available. Back soon. Right, I haven't been and looked at the manual because I've just decided that I'm actually going to take these con rods off. Reason I'm going to take the con rods off, actually it's good, I'm going to go and get my impact wrench, hang on. Right, sorry about that. This beastie, yeah, I know it's a bit bitty. I'm going to take the con rods off. Reason being, twofold. I want to inspect the shells, see what sort of condition they're in, and the other reason is that when I come to put this back together, I think it'll be easier to attach the pistons to the end of the con rod and then drop them into the top of the what do you call it, the piston into the bore sort of thing, in the same way as you would do a car. However, that socket won't go on there. Oh, fuck's sake, what's going on? What's this one? Is that 12? 12 mil, that'll do. Yeah, that don't go on very well either. Beastie. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, a bit of score in there, but I think it'll go again. Tough titty if it won't, because it's going again. Right. I mean, I'll have a look, see how much a whole new shell set will cost. If I got by one, it might be economically worth buying a whole set. We'll see. Right, let's get that. Can we get that cam chain off? Come on, cam chain. There we go. Right, one cam chain. That'd make a wicked bracelet and all, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm already planning what I'm going to do when this fails. Right, what do I do with that con rod? There it is. So yeah, the shells are not outrageous. To my inexperienced eye, shall we say, they're not outrageous. Yeah. Can that go on anyway? Because I did take any notice about which way it come off. Did anybody notice which way it come off? Let's have a look at the other one. So that one appears to be that way. That's what we'll go with. Right, just temporarily put them nuts on as well. And there's a con rod. What can that be then? Table lamp? some sort of weird arty farty thing. Alright, let's get a nice dirty old cloth to put them bits on. Let's see if I can rotate this round and get the other one. There it is. Right. No! Won't come off. What have I done with my socket bar? There it is. That one won't shift. Yeah, you can't actually, the reason I couldn't shift it is because these are sort of recessed in a way that you can't actually get a socket fully on the nut. And I was at risk of rounding it. In fact, I've probably rounded it. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've chewed the end of that up a little bit. So might have to get another one of them and all. Unless no, I ain't gonna have another one, am I? Oh well. Shit happens, as I say. These, I don't think these are handed as such, whether I'll have to check, but they don't appear to have any particular way round of going, if that makes sense. You get yourself on there. Let's see if we can get this to break. Gotcha. Come on, let go. Come on, your mate come off easy. What's wrong with you? Come on, rotate it. Gotcha. Ooh, that one don't look quite as good. Yeah, that one looks oh, hang on, that ain't the fucking shell. Where's the shell? Fallen through, yeah. Oh, that's not so bad. And not so bad. That's because that's not the shell either. Where's it gone? I've lost the shell. Where's it gone? Is it still on the... It's still attached to the crank? Yes, it's still attached to the crank. That's why I can find it. Yeah, not fantastic, that one. Even less fantastic when I bounce it around my shed floor. So, not great. But there was no play in it, so it might go again. Who can tell? Boom, 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 boom. I suppose if I can get these bolts these nuts to torque up, and they'll probably go again as well, because they're a very, very fine thread. So I'm not just going to be able to pop into a local hardware store and pick a pair of them up. Right, does that make it any easier to get this crank out? Probably not. Okay. Right, I'm now going to go and look at the manual like I said I was going to do in the first place. See the best way to separate that crank from the clutch drive cog thingy jiggy. It's probably got a proper name. Back soon. Right then, I have had a look at the manual, and what it tells you to do, well, a couple of things it tells you to do is, when I took this balancer shaft out, apparently I should have aligned some marks. I'm not sure what marks, but we won't worry about that for the time being. We'll worry about that when we put it back together. Now what it tells you to do is to lift this gear assembly out and then take that out from the clutch basket. So I'm going to try and do that, but I think they may have to be pulled out as an assembly, like the whole clutch, and this is going to go so wrong. I mean, can that one come out on its own? It'd be great if it will. Oh, it does indeed. Oh, hang on, something fell off. Oh, it's some sort of cap that goes on the end there. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not important. Bounces. It's not important though. Oh, you amateur! What you playing at? So yeah, that's how you do it. So that's one gear cluster. Look at that. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay, let's get it out on my bit of dirty clean rag, and then we'll put that there, and then we may as well pull this one out as well. So deep we're getting into this engine, so deep. So now hopefully I should be able to remove this clutch basket. There it is. Okie dokie. The bearing in there looks pretty good. So the next beastie is the crankshaft itself. Should it have that much? Oh, of course not. There's fuck all holding it in, is there? Yeah. Alright, so. Oh, there's some fucking weight to that! You bastard! Oh, that is heavy. That is a piece of kit. What's that then? That's a table lamp, isn't it? Well, that's a fucking table. That's asking to be a table lamp. There we go. Let's make some space on my bit of rag. Oh, you bastard! Oh, I am enjoying this. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Seriously, this is good. You know, there's a fucking necklace in it. So put that in there, and then we can see all these shell bearings, which I'm just going to transfer one by one into here just to see if they fit. That one's missing. I'll say it's missing. I mean, it must have been there. I'll check in a minute. It's probably still on that crankshaft. that one. Oh, have a look, you got any? No, not on there. I'm guessing. Must be down there. It'll turn up. It's not important. Who needs shell bearings? It's that one. Because I'm hoping that we can start dropping pieces straight in. Although, got to get that oil pump off as well, haven't we? Show you that in a minute. And all the selector forks, they've got to come out. Oh, there's that neutral switch. Definitely want that because I want to try it on that other bike. See if the neutral light and therefore the what do you call it, the crank button will then start to work. So I don't think that's the original shell bearing that went in there, but for the time being that's the one it's getting. What else we got here? So by the looks of it, we've got the oil pump and we've got the selector drums all to move over. So I am deep into this engine, and it don't matter. And the reason it don't matter is because the engine doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if this all fails, blows up, never works, don't matter, because I'm doing this because I've never been this deep into a big engine, and it's all good experience for me. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and Google shell bearings because I need that one for that balancer shaft, and I might just see how much a whole new set are. If they're not too dear, I might just treat it to a whole new set of shell bearings. Anyway, back soon. And we're back. Right, I've been online looking for a whole shell kit and I can't find one. So I then went online looking for just a balancer shaft shell kit or the shell. Can't find one of them either. So I've come back out here and I've been having a look on these old shite cases, you know, that have come off knackered engines. And I found one that fits. However, that is the one that's come off the old engine, and the one I found that fits, as you can see, has got holes in it. Why? Maybe there's someone out there that can tell me, but it does fit. So is that going to work? I mean, obviously the balancer shaft fits on it and rotates round, and you know, everything's hunky-dory. What's that? Yeah, I think that's got to be balanced, hasn't it? That's got to be aligned. So at the minute, unless someone tells me I shouldn't, that's what I'm going to go with, because I've got no other option. Right, what I want to do now, let's pop this case down on the floor and bring this is the knackered one, but I want to retrieve a couple of parts of it, and then I shall probably bolt them straight onto that case. The first thing I want is this, which I'm assuming is the oil pump. Hey up, what's that come from? Is that Yeah, that just fell off. At first I thought it was half a piston ring, but I don't think it is. I think it's something to do with the end float on the camshaft, on the crankshaft, is it? Or maybe it's half a fucking piston ring, what do I know? It just fell out anyway. Oh, maybe it is half a piston ring. We won't worry about things like that. Right, this oil pump. First thing I've got to do, by the looks of it, there's a, feels a bit manky actually. Here's the thing. I wonder if the oil pump's knackered, and that's why the engine disintegrated. I'll take it off, and then I'll get the old manual out and see if there's a way of testing or inspecting. So first thing I need, circlip pliers. There's a bit on the old twisted side. I'm just going to end up wedging a screwdriver in there, aren't I? Let me find some, hang on. Right, got some, hopefully these will work. Yes! Okay, so circlip, sprocket. Can only go on one way, so even a bloody idiot like me can't get that wrong. And then there is 3 8mm bolts holding it on. I think we've cracked them sufficiently. That's right first time. Probably a torque spec for that. Putting that back on, which I suppose if I knew what I was doing, I would look up. Okay, right, what's holding that down? Oh, I gotcha. So, right, that is how it come out, and that's loose. So that's not great, is it? That's what it's not supposed to be. And it's tight. Okay. Right. See if we can get that off. Have a look at the seal inside. Now that can't be tight, look at that. I mean, that's not right, is it? Surely there must be... Yeah, there is a seal on that, but it's really not very good. trying to see if I can feel any pressure, any pumping, and I don't believe there is. Okay, I'm going to have a Google. I'm going to have a look in the old manual, see if there's a way of testing that. And I've got some generic O-rings. I don't know whether to risk putting some generic O-rings on there instead of them, because they seem to be terribly flat and worn. So I'm turning you off again, guys, because I'm going to go and do some research into whether this oil pump's any good. Right, there is a way of testing these oil pumps, and apparently you do that by starting the engine and warming it up. Yeah, I think that might be a problem. One thing it did say though is that when you reassemble it, because it tells you to take this apart, I'm not going to do that. Whoops. But it does tell you when you reassemble it is to pour oil in it and rotate it to prime it. So I'm going to pour oil in it and just turn it and see what happens. See if it feels like it's pumping to me. Okay. And it is. Oh, hang on. So I've poured oil in there, which would be the pickup, and then I rotate it, and you can see that pumps out oil. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, that'll do. I am going to see about that. Is just a it's about the 5th time I dropped that fucking thing. That is just a shocking fit on there. I mean, it's too big. So whether or not I should, I don't know, but I'm going to put a washer on there to try and hold that firm. However, before I do that, I'm going to get a little screwdriver. Yeah, I bought these the other day. I completely forgot about them. Some little pick tools. So I am going to see if I can tweak off that rubber seal, which I have to be honest, it's incredibly flattened and hard. Ah! Just stabbed myself. Bastard. Should I just get the little screwdriver like I was going to in the first place? Where are you? That'll do. Don't do it without stabbing myself. Yeah, it's broken, eh? I mean, that's hard, crispy and horrible. I haven't got any genuine Kawasaki seals to put on that, but I do have my Ying Chong Poo kit of generic O-rings, which I'm hoping are going to be better than what was on there. Perfect, look at that. It's like it was made to measure. Might as well do the other side as well. What can possibly go wrong? Yeah, this is the same, it's just them seals are absolutely fucking useless. Right, so new O-rings, bit of oil on it, poke it in there, and that, yeah, I mean that is much better. That needed that. Right, we need to secure that on with a washer, or some washers somewhere. Boom, 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 boom. Screws, everything but washers. Everything but washers. Oh, we could put a, should we put a fibre one on? Nah. Yeah, let's put a proper metal one on. Oh, I'm terrible. I know I've got washers. I've got boxes of washers. I buy them new, and then when I want to come and use them, I can't find them, so I then buy a new box of washers, and then I lose them and all. Maybe a second-hand one that'll fucking do, won't it? Second-hand, maybe that one will do it. It's a spring washer, but hey, if it does the job, who the fuck am I to argue? Nah, don't like that. Don't know why. Just, it looks a bodge. Oh, I'm going to turn you off. Sorry. I know I keep doing it, but I need to find something to do this. Right, I think I've found the solution. So I've got a washer there, which I've ground the edge off. That will fit on there. And then that one goes on the floor, nearly. Come on, get in there. Is that actually too long? No, because it goes right through. Yeah. Let's get it going the right way. So I'm just going to clamp this in the vise so I can get it tightened properly. Now that is held firmly. I don't know, I'm fairly certain that's not how Kawasaki intended, but if someone comes on and tells me that that's supposed to be loose and floating about, then I'll take the washer out by all means, but that seems to work for me. Right, let's put my rubber dildos away. That can go there for the time being. This can come up back here, which is the case that we're building. And then we'll start just reassemble Right, go. Right, let's get that oil pipe in. Should we get that in first? That's probably the way to do it. So that's in there. That fits really nice. Those new seals have done the job nicely. And that goes in so much like that. And hopefully these bolts will pull it through. I'll go and look up a torque spec for these in a minute. It's not going to be much in all fairness. What is that? That's 10, that's 8. Just nip these up and then I'll go and look up the torque spec. I've not done that one too tight because, like I said, I want to get the proper torque spec on it. But that is one oil pump rather, fitted. Let's get that smeg out of there. don't know if I've got case gaskets for this, all the bit there when we put the two halves together, but yeah, we'll worry about that when we come to it.